Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 15 of 100 machine learning projects, and today we will be diving into a different kind of project, I think, which will be very interesting for you guys, which is a music genre classification. It's like when you are providing a song into your code, and it tells you if it's a rock music, jazz, or pop, or one of the 10 genres, ge- um, genre from the famous GT Zan dataset. We will use audio processing and machine learning to achieve accuracy, and it's a very good, starting point for the beginners, and we will directly go through into it. I will go through the code, and while going through the code, I will be explaining the libraries, why these, and we use different kind of library. This time this is Librosa. This is like Librosa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I think it's Librosa. And I will go through the whole libraries. I will go through the code. I will tell you how the feature extraction is done through the, from the audio processing, what kind of parameters matters, and how it is able to predict that what kind of music is that. Is it pianist? Is it pop? Is it jazz? So let me share my screen, and we can just go through this together. Okay. So this is the code, and these are the okay, I have the data set also. Where is it? Yeah, okay, genres. So I have like 10 type of 10 categories of the music genres, and on these all videos are there. I don't think, yeah, of 36. You ain't suffer with me, baby. And you heard that, and this dataset is also available on Kaggle. If you want me to share the link of the dataset, I'm happy to do that also. So let's get started. First, we will, talk about, the libraries that we are going to implement. That is Librosa. This is the, you very important library for audio processing. It loads the audio file and extract features like pitch and rhythm. You can think of it, Librosa as a super sensitive ear that breaks down a song into its flavors, the beat, the melody, the texture, so we can analyze it. So Librosa is basically the one which is responsible for feature extraction, to understand, like, okay, what is the texture, what is the rhythm of the music, if it is similar towards jazz, it is similar towards the pop. So it is for the analysis, for extracting the features from audio processing. You can use Librosa for speech recognition as well as for, if you want, if I provide a speech, if I provide you a dialogue, you can also detect what is the emotion of that, of that speech. So this is also very important and very interesting topic, and very interesting library. If you want to go into that, just let me know. If you want more projects on this, I will be happy to do that. If you want help in ongoing project using regarding the audio session, I'm also happy to work with you guys. So the next library is, as you all know, is NumPy for handling numbers and arrays efficiently. We are doing pandas. We use it lightly here for, like, for data manipulations, because we need to organize features into tables. So this is like, extracting features and then making it, transforming it in a pattern that a model can understand and relate into, and can start predictions. And scikit-learn, this like machine learning, this is it handles like splitting the data, training models like random forest, and evaluation accuracy, analog and accuracies and evaluation matrices as well. So other, like, OS is for navigation and saving models, like TQDM for progress bars and everything. So these are the informations. SCBON is the visualization library that we have been using in our previous videos as well. Same goes for the pip plot, matplotlib. This is for the, plotting the bar graph, plotting a chart, plotting the values of any data if you have. So this is it. First, we will start with the how we are going to extract the features. So, before moving into, I want to talk to you that the algorithm and how we actually classify the genres. At a high level, music genre classification is like being a food critic. You can think of as a food critic. You don't just eat the food; you analyze the ingredients, the texture to guess the cuisine, right? So it is like that. So it is like with the sensitive ear that you can identify the texture, the rhythm, the the timbre of the audio, and then you can identify that, okay, this sounds like a pop music, this sounds like a jazz music, this sounds like a blues. So that's how it's going to be. Is it classical, is it not classical? So these are, but we have to identify like what are the features that needs to be extracted from this audio files, or what features that are actually responsible for the predictions. So we use Librosa that I told you about to pull out the audio of features for the features from the audio files, or we can say the audio fingerprints from songs. So the key important features that are being extracted is MCC, that is mel frequency cepstral coefficient. It basically identify a voice by its unique accent. Deep and gravely for rock, smooth for jazz. It basically captures how how humans perceive sounds like timbre, like to understand, okay, is it smooth music is going on, is it like up and up, it's like a pop music is going on. So we know, we understand those music because we have heard the different categories of that. So that is MFCC, that is mel frequency capstral coefficient. It is basically for the accent, and how we actually perceive the sound. Then comes the spectral contrast, measures the difference between peaks and valleys in the sound energy. For example, if it is exciting, because every genre have its peaks, that okay, the how loud or how in a particular note the voice is going on, and spotting the spice level in a song. High contrast for metals intensity, low for classical for low for classicals, because it is little bit calm, the music is calm, so it will understand, okay, this is calm, so it is the spectral contrast for that. Then there is tempo, that is the beats per minute, like the heartbeat of the song. Fast for disco, slow for blues, because the blues will be like easy, like slow moving. Disco will be like, okay, we are going out. So, and the chroma, that represents the 12 musical notes, like showing the harmony. It's like taste, like understanding the notes in a chord, like what are the notes that are being used. Major keys feel happy, minor keys mean moody like a rock, and major keys feel like happy. We can consider pop as in happy, and rocky can be minor. Okay, minor feels like rock, it's a rocky music or a moody music. Then there is a spectral centroid, indicates the brightness, like how sharp or dull the sound is. So these are the features that are MFCC. Let me go through those again. That is MFCC, that is mel frequency, cepstral coefficient, and then there is spectral contrast, tempo, chroma, and spectral centroid. So there are and these features into a 34 like feature vector per song. And raw audio is like raw audio is come when you have raw audio, these features are taken out, and on the basis of these features the prediction is done that this music falls in which category. So for this and for the machine learning algorithm, we will be using the random forest classifier. And how it basically the process will be, it loads the songs from the data set, that is 10 genres, and each genre has 100 songs each. So you can see that in each, like if we talk about the blues, so there are like 100 songs, and like from like 00 to 99, everything has like 100 songs. So let me just close that back. Yeah. So okay, so we have the, and then what will go, it will go through the librosa library for extracting the features, get a data set of vectors, splits into, into training and training tests, like 80% to 20%, 80% for test, for like practicing 80% of a test before the real exam. We will do the scaling the features, like normalize so loud sounds don't dominate. Why we would normalize, we need, I told you about the scaling features is very important, because if you have a large value of something, it will be calculated in a different way. So you have to put that in the same scale, so that large voices, yeah, loud sounds do not have, do not dominate the, make a bias of your network. So make sure that you scale your features, training the random forest on the training data set, testing and evaluating, and saving the model also. We will see the how the model is being saved. So while go through the course, it loads a 30-second audio clip, extract MFCC spectral. Yeah, you can see MFCC spectral contrast, tempo, chroma, spectral centroid, and these are converted into the feature vector, and then that's it. Like this is how the loading the data set is done, and this is how the features are extracted. We are sending the features extraction through here to get all the features from the information. Then we are plotting a confusion matrix also. Then we are this is the main function. So let's start from here. You can see we are first loading the data set, and then we are training and splitting the data set. Scaler and standard scaler, we are using the standard scaler for scaling the data set, scaling the extracted features into a similar format, so that everything can be can be computed in a similar value, so that loud noises do not bias your model. Then there's evaluation of classifier, and that's it. This is the prediction of genres, and this is the main function. So you can see that how it looks like processing genres, like 50%. I have to stop it like in the 50%, because I think that was good, because it was taking a lot of time. So this is what I did, because right now I am my machine is getting a little bit overwhelmed because of all the different projects that I have been working on. For my masters also, I'm working on a project that takes a lot of space. So I just do the processing genres, then processing genres like I did for the whole thing. And this is the blues. For blues, I got this much, like this was the classification report that I received, and this was the confusion matrix. So you can see the confusion matrix is for every category. You can print the confusion matrix for every category, and you can I think I have written the confusion matrix code somewhere. Yeah, this is the plot confusion matrix for all the categories, 10 cross 8, and this is how you print it, and this is how the values come out to be. And the values are, I think, like good accuracy is that, and it loads the data and results and improvement we get. Like right now we are getting like 62% accuracy with like blues, and metal do well. Like rock struggles with low F1 score. Confusion matrix shows why similar features confuse the model, because if there are similar features, that means there is redundant data, so it becomes it becomes computationally expensive for it, and it is trying to learn same things again and again, so it is not going to be that much good on that. And improvements, like we can for understanding, after the understanding of these features, you can see like what more features can be added. We can try the SVM or neural nets, or use bigger data set. Like there is a bigger data set, that is FMA. So here you can see that this is a very basic information, like a basic to you, to get you, um, get into this field. If you want to go make a model, make an application regarding the speech recognition, speech detection, speech emotion detection, so you can move into that particular scenario, and Librosa is a very good library to move into that. And there are multiple data sets also available on Kaggle, so that you have an understanding of how those things are. I even tested this data, but right now my machine is not up. But yeah, I tested this data for Jazz as well as ABC. So it was able to detect that. These are the confusion. I also saved the image for the confusion matrix for you guys to, just understand the confusion matrix, how it is able, what kind of values we have and how the things are. I also have the model. This is the model that I saved, that is generic classifier model in the pickle file. And that this is the scalar pickle file, that is scalar, that is the scalars. The the data set is audio files. Then from there we extracted the features through Librosa. That was MFCC, Central, Centroid, the Timbre. There were like multiple features. I keep forgetting. I don't know why I keep forgetting about that. Let me see. Yeah, chroma, tempo, spectral contrast, and spectral centroid. So those were the features, and from those features you need to, what you need, you took out those features for extract, you extracted those features for the kind of a blue fingerprint of that audio, fingerprint of that video, of that audio. And then from that, what you did, you extracted the information, and then you have to scale it. So this is the scalar information, that if you want to implement a different kind of instead of random forest, you want to do it with SVM. If you want to go with a different kind of like neural net or something else, something neural network algorithm on this, so you can use directly this one, this pickle file, and that is like you are good enough for this. You can just directly load this file, and you can implement different kind of algorithms, and see what accuracy you are getting, if you are able to get more information on that, if you are able to detect it very well. So you don't have to load the data set, load the original data set again. You can use this the scaled features, and then you can just move forward and train your models on different algorithms. So this is like a couple of things that I wanted to introduce in one of the videos, because this is very important, and to go through the videos to understand what kind of emotion, you can also add emotions in that. So that is like pretty fascinating. If you want to work on that scenario, you can reach out to me. If you want me to work on that, just send a comment and I will work into that. So I have this, I will be adding some notes also, so, for you guys to refer, you know so that you have some information like what is happening and how these things are happening. Even it has images, this data set also have images. Okay, I think, yeah, the hip hop look like this, blues. So this is the electronic version of that, how the electronic version of these are print. So what you can do, if you can also train CNN on these. We have trained CNN for multiple things. You can train the CNN that how a blues music look like, how a centroid, sorry, pop music looks like, how a classical music look like, disco music look like. And whenever you are getting an audio video, audio clip, then you can train your into an electronic print, and then you can give it to your CNN to understand if it is able to detect or not, what kind of category does this fall into. So this is it for today. Like, I think this is a very interesting and starting point if you want to get into speech recognition and analysis of this, analysis of audios and everything. So this is a very basic and very good project for you guys to start on. This is for the beginners as well as some of the pros that you just wanted to get your hands into back into the game. So you can just go through this data set and just let me know. I will be uploading this whole project in my GitHub. If you still have any issues finding this project, just ping me. I will send you over in a zip file over your email as well. So this is it from my side. I hope you like this video. Make sure you subscribe the channel so that you are tuned with all the machine learning projects that I post, and make sure you also hit that notification button. So that is it from my side. I hope you guys have a nice day, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you.